Something I get asked often is, do I need to track macros in order to be able to lose weight successfully? So in this video, I'm going to break down how you can very easily go about planning out meals and snacks for yourself, for your family, without having to weigh or measure or track anything and have success at weight loss. I'm Jen Scoglin, nutrition coach and personal trainer. And if you are a yo-yo dieter looking for actionable steps in order to lose weight and keep it off permanently, I have a free Facebook group that I have linked in the description below. So let's get right into it. So one of the easiest methods for planning out whether you want to meal prep or you just want to go on the fly with it, and again, it's great for on the fly, is the PFF method. So PFF stands for protein, fat, and fiber. This is really great for anybody who is looking to lose weight or ease into a nutrition plan or program. And it focuses on whole foods, which ideally we should all be looking to get kind of a good 80-20 mix with. And it decreases the chance of overeating by helping with some calorie restriction without restricting foods that you enjoy eating. So let's get right into it. So for the protein, ideally you're going to be looking for about the size of the palm or this area of your hand for a protein source on your plate with every single meal. Men, you're probably going to be going for about 1.5 to 2 palm sizes to ensure that you're getting adequate protein. You're looking to have 20 to 30 grams of protein with every single meal and snack as well. So you could be looking at chicken, again, sausage, bacon. You can add all of these things in for whatever type of protein source that you like. Quinoa, chia seeds, flax seeds. There's a lot of stuff that you can use if you're a vegan or a vegetarian as well. Why you want to use protein? So one, when you're losing weight, you want to make sure that you are losing fat and not muscle, right? Because you can lose water weight, you can lose fat, and you can lose muscle. And ideally, when all of us are looking to lose weight, even if we may not know it, we want to lose fat. We do not want to lose muscle. And we do not want it just to be water weight, because water weight and muscle will come back on when you start working out, and you'll see scale weight go up. Protein makes you feel fuller longer. Again, it helps for leaning out as well as preserving muscle tissue when you are in a fat loss phase. And it burns more calories actually being digested than your fats and carbs. So literally, as you're eating protein and your body is digesting it, it is using calories and burning calories to do that. And when it comes to protein, just based on its composition and its density, it actually burns more calories, or takes more calories to burn it than when breaking down fats and carbs. For a fat source, you can be using olive oil, you can be using avocado, coconut oil, peanut butter can be used as a fat source as well. You're going to want to go for about a thumb-sized portion with each meal. This ensures adequate hormonal balance, right? Our hormones require the fatty acids to help make them, preserve them, and we want to make sure that we are regulating our hormones, balancing them, and the fat also helps to make sure that we have a fullness and feel satisfied after eating a meal as well. For fiber, you're going to be looking to your vegetable and fruit sources primarily. You want to make sure that you have about 2 cups of this type of fiber source on your plate. So again, we're balancing the plate. We make sure that we have protein, we're making sure that we have adequate fat, and we're making sure that we have an adequate fiber source, which is going to be primarily fruits, veggies. This is also where you can use quinoa, brown rice. You don't want to have 2 cups of like a higher carb, lower fiber source. If you're going to be adding in things like rice, quinoa to your plate, you want to make sure that you're probably using more of like a quarter to 3/4 of a cup if you're male in balancing out your plate. It's fine to add carbs. You should be adding carbs. This is not a low carb way of eating, but you just make sure that you remember that a lot of your vegetables that you're going to be choosing also contain very nutrient dense carbs as well. So we just don't want like that quick carb source that you find with a lot of white grains. So spinach, kale, peppers, broccoli, mushrooms, squash, apples, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, all of those types of berries are great in a high fiber and also just like a density to help you feel full. They're slow to digest, so this is why we're choosing fiber to help balance out our plate and adding the most to it. It's a bulk, right? So if we blend everything up and drink it as a shake, there's not enough in our stomachs to kind of hit all of the lining of the stomach that sends a hormone to our brain that says, hey, you feel full, it's okay, stop eating. So by adding in and balancing our plate this way with the fiber, the protein, and the fat, we're making sure that we're going to legitimately feel full because we have a plate full of food to enjoy. And it is going to fill our stomach. So it sends that signal that says, hey, you're full. And the brain can stop sending out signals that you should still continue to eat. And the fiber is really important because it helps to balance out blood sugar. It is going to help decrease the amount of time it takes to break down and digest all of this. And it is exceptionally important when it comes to making sure that we're not spiking our insulin by eating sugary, carby things. So donuts and Pop-Tarts and things like that. You feel hungry right after you eat them because they're not making your stomach feel full and triggering that signal to stop eating. But what it's also doing, those sugary sources are also spiking your blood sugar, and then your body is trying to compensate for it as you crash. With eating the fiber, the protein, and the fat, it helps to keep your blood sugars in a nice and stable area, which is really important for losing weight and just good hormonal balance and good health practice to begin with. So again, this is a great way to get a great source of vitamins and minerals just from your food. And it is a quick and easy way to get you started in watching what you're eating, how much you're eating, without having to detail things in MyFitnessPal or other apps for tracking. And it's a great resource too for even if you are tracking, how to eat when you go out with friends so you don't feel like you have to be paralyzed and unsure of what you're going to eat while you're out. So does this mean that it's salads and proteins for life? Absolutely not. You can have some really fun meals that are your favorites that you can meet all of those pieces with. I mean, you can have omelets. There's ways of making pancakes, and again, adding in bacon. There's your fat and your protein source. So again, it's not about restricting food groups. It's just about making sure that you have a balanced plate in good proportion size to help make sure that you're limiting the amount of calories coming in every single day. And based on your hunger, you can adjust if you need to add things. And I would always recommend adding in more protein first before adding in any of the other food groups. So I hope you found a good value from this and it helps you to get started. If you are looking for actionable items to take and your health or your weight loss journey, I have a free Facebook group, the Total Metabolism Makeover, that I hope you check out in the link below and join. So I will see you soon.